When I don't make it, because I'm just like so exhausted, I'm like so angry. I get so angry because I'm just like, well, you can't even make it to dance class. You're trying to build a business. You're trying to have a kid at some point. Not today and tomorrow, but like a kid is in the future. When you know you're going to be somewhere and you have these goals in life and you feel like you're not even managing the right now, and then you start to beat yourself up because you're like, well, in the future there's going to be so much more. When you do that to yourself, you're actually not being really smart about how you work. You're just pushing yourself into something instead of going like, oh, the system's not working, so let's have a look at the system, instead of just like doing this sick masochistic thing where you start hating on yourself and beating up on yourself. And we all know the negative self-talking is not creating positive reinforcement. So if we want to be doing more, the last thing we need to be doing is like having negative thoughts about ourselves and being self-deprecating and all these things. And yet here we are. If you're like shooting there, I'll come. Sure. Driving to get coffee because it is.
I look like a fatty.
You're not a fatty though. Because it is Sunday. I usually have Mondays to work on some like focus stuff, anything, so this is kind of feeling very out of rhythm for me. I'm slow. Today is a day where we take it step by step. We're going to Irvine, but you guys are coming along with me to get this car started. And also my glucose monitor has been acting up like crazy. I can feel it, and I'm not sure you're supposed to feel a glucose monitor. So I just got here. Drive was amazing, such a breeze. When I first moved to LA, I had no clue of these distances and I'm way more familiar with them now. I wanted to talk about that, but I just got an email. I'm so bummed. Like another client that we put in so much work last week, like so much work. So much fucking work. And it's just like, literally, this is the objection we deal with every single time. And it's like the 5th freaking client where we haven't been able to successfully convey that if you don't validate and test your freaking assumptions, the redesigned user flow, the redesigned screen, you're going to spend 100% more on development because you're going to have to do it again. I'm reaching a point where I don't know what else to say. So I've reached out to a few people because I'm like desperate. At this point, I'm just like, I don't really know. Maybe I just suck at taking no as an answer. Reaching out to all my designer connections. And I'm like, hey, can I walk you through my pitch? Is it me or is it just the sales process? Oh, I want to rip out all my hair right now. I'm so mad. And I'm going into a networking thing now. And I just don't love this energy. I just don't love this energy. I was not excited about coming to Irvine this morning because like it's a really long drive. Listening to this guy who's like really more experienced in sales and he's like, stop the networking, like you need to be focusing more on like inbound. And it's like, we're not there yet inbound wise. Like the thought leadership is not there yet, the marketing spend, like we're just not there yet. We need to go to these networking events. But now I hear that voice and I'm just like, oh, am I wasting my time? I feel really like struggling. And it's like funny because I've spent all weekend like strategizing for the YouTube channel for the thought leadership and to be like building in public, and I'm like doing it, but it's just like, I'm like, oh, am I chasing the lady in the red dress? Am I just chasing the next shiny object? That like doing a YouTube, is it like just sound fun and something new that I can pour myself into, and I'm not like actually solving the real challenges of the business? Because that's something else that he says. Just like kind of like have all of this like information that I'm like, I don't know, am I spending my time right? I don't know. Am I doing the most important things that move the needle? I don't know. And it's like nothing will throw you off more than a client saying no. But now I have to get in. Freaking look at me. Okay. We are going to get our nails, our lips done. And then you're gonna put on a brave face. Everything is fine. And we're gonna go in. Good networking event. Saw a few familiar faces. Irvine is such a tightly knit community here. They help each other out. LA's a very flaky community. It's good to come down here. Really like the people. It feels more, the connections are stronger. So it's worth the drive, even though I was like kicking myself this morning, like, oh my God, why? But there's a few people who are like, oh, I think I know a few startups that would need your services. Now we're heading back. I have a lot to do. I need to call Christina. I need to deal with this client. Not client, lead. And then, yeah, I'll keep you posted how things go. But feeling a bit better. We got this. We have got this. Oh. Just coming back from a little gym workout. I was not in a great headspace today, and it blows my mind how I had like the loveliest conversation with my parents on the drive back from the OC to LA. I never get to speak to my parents during the week because time difference. So it was so great to be able to talk to them. And then I got a nice little check in the mail. And nonetheless, I cannot get over this morning's customer email. Like, so many great things happening today. But the one thing my brain like focuses on is that loss. I went to the gym. I'm feeling much better. I did a little meditation in my car so that my better half doesn't get the minus 2% of today. And we're gonna plan the week. Excited about that. Hi, baby. Hi. Leadership stand-up, follow-up emails, customer meeting, first meet and greet.
I would just, if you're going downtown for something,
Yeah.
like, try and
No, I know.
be there earlier, because come, 2, 3 o'clock, God forbid 4.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It'll take
It's
you an hour.
completely different directions.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might work in Hollywood then tomorrow, whatever. Hi. Oh my God. Update, lighting horrific because it's behind me. I am in West Hollywood about to go to the Pacific Design Center. It's been a rough morning, I'm not gonna lie. We have gotten 2 no's from customers this morning, from potential customers, and life just sucks when you get a no. I just put you here on my Sims. Look at this, isn't that amazing? Okay, so here's the thing that I would advise every business owner. In your first 2 years of building a business, from what I'm learning, you're really learning how to build a business, learning your product market fit, which means you're going to be mapping out a few ideal customer profiles, and then you're going to start testing with whom are you getting traction, who needs you the most, what's your sweet spot, which customers are actually willing to pay for your services, how do you find them, how do you build a funnel, what kind of marketing are you going to do? Are you going to do paid marketing, organic growth? Are you going to go to events? Like, how are you finding people? How many people do you need to be talking to? What I've learned is in the last half a year, we have been investing in a lot of our time in building and trying to build traction in a very specific market, and it is not working for the life of me. Today, we are meeting at the WeWork, my business partner and I. We are just going to double down and hone in on how can we focus on where we have gotten the most traction so far. We're going to be like, hey, clearly our offering was sticking in this very specific customer profile. It's not our ideal customer profile from like where our skills are most necessary, but for cash flow purposes, that's where there's momentum, that's where there's flow, and that's where we should be dedicating most of our focus, especially if we have cash flow issues. We're gonna go back to the drawing board. I'm excited. I was very struggling this morning. I was struggling yesterday, just been in this constant state of discomfort, doubting myself, doubting the company. But now I'm like, actually, this just might work. If we're able to just really zero in and focus all our resources on this one freaking goal that has to happen, and with this one specific customer profile, I think we'll be able to make it work. I will show you a little bit of a work in progress of our sprint this afternoon, because we use it with our customers and it works. It just somehow we need to be applying it to ourselves a bit more. Systems, processes, metrics, that shit matters. Consistency, that's what consistency looks like. Consistently improving. Okay, I'm gonna take you with me. West Hollywood, super exciting. I think I'm not parked legally here. but we're fine. Over there, that's where we're working. I'm wearing a sweater. It's 1,000,000,000 degrees outside, but it's gonna be an icebox when I enter the building. You kind of have to like wear your winter clothes and your summer clothes and somehow combine it. Outcome? This is something like as a European I never surely get used to. The AC. And I'm not complaining because it is really fucking hot. The meeting rooms were taken at the WeWork. I'm going to walk you through in general what a go-to-market looks like. I've been using this tool just to get us started since the beginning of time, something that was introduced to me in my master studies. When we talk about product market fit, we're really asking one question. Does your product or your service truly solve a problem that somebody cares about? Are they willing to pay for you to solve it? Using the business model canvas, you can visualize it like this. Your value proposition meets your customer segments. That's the magic intersection. The rest of the canvas supports that relationship. Your channels deliver it. Your customer relationships sustain it, and your revenue stream prove that it's working. On the left side, your key activities, resources, and partners make it possible, while your cost structure tests if it's sustainable. That's a work in progress, guys. One of the assets that we created from this little sprint was a landing page. So two rights? Yes.
No.
I actually feel like
Oh. Super cute. Mind, you're gonna be on camera a bit more.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, like. Oh yeah.
From a very objective level, it's trying to help your soul grow. And if there's radical change happening during this 10-month window, try not to judge the changes as they come, or anything that seems like a setback or bad isn't. It's just a moment in time, and just wait, because another change is likely to come. A new perspective will likely be ushered in, and all of a sudden, what you once thought was bad winds up being the greatest thing that could have ever happened to you.
I got my period today. I'm tired. But we have a few important meetings today that I'm very excited about. And I pulled the 10 of Pentacle in my tarot, which is like a really good card. So let's see. Everything happening best case scenario anyway. Yesterday I was having a moment of like, why am I doing this? I'm too tired, I can't take it. Like, I don't know, the week of my luteal phases in general. Challenging, we got another rejection, which is always just like, Freude herrscht. It's a saying we say in German when it's like, there's happiness, but it's like sarcastic. My partner, Adam, he was like, the first thing mountaineers learn when they start mountaineering is to not look at the top when they start, because you don't mountaineer to peak. You mountaineer because you enjoy the whole journey. I've climbed a few mountains. I climbed Mount Kenya in Kenya. That whole journey, I had so much fun. Like the vegetation changed the higher up we got. Every day had its own set of challenges, weather-wise. Team got challenged. We peaked, but we didn't see anything because it was just like fog. I just didn't care. The whole experience in and of itself was so cool. And I just have to remind myself that this is what I'm doing. I'm not building to find that kind of success. And of course I want to like make an income. My goal is to at some point be able to say, hey guys, I made $1 million. Like, yes, of course, but that can't be the why. That can't be the reason that I get up and continuously do this. No, it's because I genuinely enjoy doing it. And I want to take you guys on a ride with me. You know, give you guys the behind the scenes. And it's not always obvious. I don't always have all the answers. I'm going to try to have the answers, but we're learning together. I have to get going. I was going to journal and plan my day. Now I'm late. Okay, I gotta go. Hey, how are you? Busy. just like really dialed up the sales volume and how many people we're speaking to. The goal is to have a new call every day. Funny because I just spoke to a few design agencies this week, different sizes, the 80 people range and then the 10 people range, and they're all saying the same thing, like they're having to restructure. This is like the market uncertainty in the startup world is really affecting designers. We thought it was like our strategy and like our game plan, because this year has just been like really slow, like nothing compared to last year. So we're dialing up the outbound that we're doing. Taking a little breather. My uterus is killing me. I have so much more work. And I'm meeting friends tonight and I just feel like dying. I feel guilty because I'm just like in bed. Dreading my life. And I have such a busy weekend and a podcast that I need to get out the door. What's like the highlight of the week for you, my love?
Talking about making feature films in Malta.
Yeah.
Wilhelmina models.
Let's go. When's the meeting with
Wilhelmina.
So our idea of getting into shape is buying 6 humongous cookies.
I'm not eating these bitches.
Invited to dinner. We are remembering to bring things, or he is remembering to bring things. I did nothing. I worked all day. I think my highlight of the week is probably the meeting I had today, the VC meeting today. It's promising. With baby steps, we're gonna take baby steps. So I really like him. Very, just like quirky in a very innovative way. Oh yeah.
We're gonna do a whole book together instead.
A whole book? Will you accompany his art, or like
Yeah.
you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Photography of San Francisco.